sound check. I heard you guys from outside.
Oh, really?
It was awesome.
Oh, really?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Hey.
Talk about no soundproofing.
Wait, so what are you running these into?
The cameras?
Yeah.
Themselves. And then I edited it all together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
a hang.
Yeah, welcome, Bailen.
Come on tour and we can use your
That'd
band.
be fun.
Can you imagine
All
if
the
we
color
all
and the queen
slept
size?
in the bed together?
Just shoot video for you.
What, like, do people, like, how would we travel? We would sit, how do we sit while
Oh, yeah, I
driving?
only got 2 seats up there. But
That's
Does this
the
spin
problem.
around?
the chairs? Yeah, so they both swivel. Yeah.
Whoa.
So they
Is that
both
like-
sit forward as well.
Is that like something you did custom? Or?
The company that built it did, yes.
And
I'm psyched to have
Vancast is
you
so
on.
sick, too.
Thank you. My friend Max came up with that
It's
name.
gonna blow up.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love
Appreciate it. This is
this.
episode 33. Bailen,
Wow.
welcome, everyone.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do this.
This
Let's
is-
do it.
We've met
Hell
a
yeah.
few times and collaborated over the years on
Yes.
various things. And the way I came across you all, the band Bailen, I was getting my hair cut in a Supercuts in Los Angeles, and I heard I was wrong. Come on the radio.
No
I
way.
thought, I gotta find out who this is. This is amazing.
That's
Nice.
sick.
Oh my God.
Coming through to the Troubadour, came out and shot, and now we're in a van in San Francisco.
Hell yeah.
Well, who
Supercuts
would've
for the
thought-
win.
When you
That's
sent,
how
and
it
then
works.
you made those videos of us at the Troubadour,
Yeah.
and we were just blown away
Right.
because we weren't expecting it, but also the production value was just top notch. We
Yeah.
were so thrilled. We've used it for so many times.
Yeah, that's
Right
true.
on.
We just like post it every
Every
post
so
it
often, just
every
like
week.
we reunion that.
Oh.
We were just talking. I can't believe you saw us. You heard us in a Supercuts. That's amazing. We were just talking about how David. There's some controversy over David's haircut right now.
Oh yeah, I have this one
David-
girl that is like an epic.
It went viral on TikTok.
It went viral on TikTok, and then he thinks he needs a haircut, and I think his hair looks really good short, but his wife I think his hair looks good long, but his wife thinks it looks good short.
So David's
And
compromising
so-
by just growing out that
Like-
one twirl.
I kind of just think I need a little cleanup right around here, but that's
Well,
That looks good to
Very
me.
contagious.
Better than I can do, But I got this. So anything more than this is good.
You're clean, man. You don't have to worry.
yeah.
You're without
Life is
worry.
simpler that way.
Yeah, that's true. Wake up, just the bar soap in it.
Whoa.
Probably not good.
You got a
shave my-
moisture. You got an SPF.
That's true. Or I just wear hats all the time.
Okay,
too.
that works
Hats
too.
are cool, and that's a cool hat.
Thank you. Nothing
really-
fancy.
I
This
do
brand.
like the
Oh, it is.
the vented
fancy.
back hat.
The trucker hats.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a couple of those.
Is that your brand or is that
No,
nothing
this is a
fancy?
guy, Jackson Grove. He's out of the East Coast of Maryland, and he does this
Ooh.
brand. He promotes like country artists and
Cool.
golf and all sorts of cool stuff. So
Golf.
nothing fancy.
Cool.
It's just nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy.
Country and golf, a
Yeah.
match made in heaven.
No matchup. But speaking of the show, we'll make another movie tonight. I'm
Let's
psyched
do
to
it.
shoot some more.
Woo!
It'll be a fun show tonight.
yeah.
First time back since the pandemic in San Francisco. We were supposed
Wonderful.
to play in San Francisco in 2020 with Grace Potter, but we were in Seattle in March,
March 2020.
2020, and then shit just got shut down. So, but happy
As-
to be
as it
back
does.
here.
What a hard time to be a touring musician.
Yeah, it's
Touring
definitely
bands.
like a very weird time to be a musician, but it's kind of nice to be back into it now.
Yeah.
I feel like nobody, like, we're picking up a little bit where we left off, but like it's still there, and it's like the
Me-
fans are really excited.
Meeting a lot of fans that discovered us during the pandemic,
Oh,
just
that's
like
cool.
on Spotify or however.
Yeah.
And I feel like we all don't take it for granted. Like maybe, we were without it for 3 years and now it's back and it feels so good.
Mm-hmm.
We took it for granted.
We used to.
we used to,
Now we don't.
now we don't.
That's cool. You're getting
Give it a couple more weeks.
Yeah,
a new perspective on
That's-
We're on like
travel,
week
for
4.
sure.
We're on like week 4 of tour and we've like, 2 more weeks left? 2.5?
So you
no,
got
it
tons
gets
of
great.
fans, obviously, but for the people who aren't fans, I say
Yet.
because when they hear you, they will be. Can we get a Bailen introduction?
Okay.
Oh, this will be incoherent, I'm sure.
Whoever wants to start.
I'm Julia. I play guitar and I sing in Bailen. We're siblings. That's my brother David.
I'm David. I play the drums and I sing in Bailen. We're siblings. That's my brother Daniel.
All right. I'm Daniel and I play bass and guitars in Bailen and I sing. So it's a 3-part harmony vibe.
Yeah.
Siblings.
and we're from New York City.
Yeah, we are.
We try not to rub the sibling thing in.
Yeah,
We don't
well,
want people to know.
You
I
said
mean-
it
But your band
50
name
times.
is Bailen, which is our last name. It's okay. We don't have it down. It's fine.
I love when people don't know we're siblings and think we're cool.
Yeah, when they think
Oh,
we're
nice.
like friends.
Friends,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like buddies.
Then
Oh,
they
you're
find
that
out
too.
we're a sibling band, and they're like, oh, it's because they don't have any friends.
Well, can I ask how the band formed? That's a dumb question, I know, but I mean, I feel like siblings. I have 2 sisters,
Oh.
and I can't imagine. We're not musical, but I can't imagine
Being in a band with them?
being in a band with them, touring the country for extended periods of time. I love them,
Yeah.
but how do you make it work? How'd the band start?
Well,
You forgive each other for being each other.
it's definitely like a science experiment being in a band with your family.
Yeah.
But it also is good in some ways, in a few ways. But Daniel and I had been in bands for like since we were like 5.
Yeah, we were banging on pots and
We've
pans.
been at this for a while.
First song we wrote was called Fire in the Kitchen. It was sick.
Yeah. And then we had a band called the Bailen Brothers. And then when Julia got her braces off, we invited her into the band and we immediately got a record deal.
Wait, why were braces important to this?
I don't know.
They wouldn't let you in the band before?
I don't know. Well, there are like a couple of stories that are integral to the creation of our band, and one of them is that, what is his name from
Randy Jackson.
Randy Jackson was creating this show called Sibling Superstars, and it was a reality show that was going to include like 10 family bands living in a house together and like battling it out for like stardom or whatever.
Oh, God.
And we literally got cast in it, and it was, I mean, obviously like the boys were in the band together, but like they thought it would be like a better look if it was the 3 of us.
Randy
So they
Jackson.
asked us all to audition, and we got cast, and like thank God that did not get aired or get picked up, because it was like it was great.
I
It was
would love to see
absolutely
that pilot.
unhinged.
They like followed us around, and it was the worst day of my whole life.
Yeah, they pitted us against each other. Like, okay, Julia, like what happened?
It was like
it looks like you
Vanderpump
guys were.
Rules
Yeah, it
with,
was
like
really
Bailen.
crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Like, so
Randy
I,
Jackson.
like,
Yeah.
Was he there?
No, he wasn't there.
No.
He like sent his regards.
and they were like, so I heard David was really pissed at you when you didn't want to sing that song. I was like, wait, you did? What? He's not pissed at
Really?
me.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
That's the reality.
They
show.
tried to pit
In
us
it.
against each other.
It was
Anyway,
so
that
fun.
was, like,
we
a
were
weird-
like outside. They had like the floodlight on you, like in your eyes. It was pretty wild.
But I don't know, like, we've always played music together just casually, but that was like, oh, we like, let's make a few videos and get together. And then after that, it was like, oh, the show's not happening, but we should do this.
Yeah, we should make music. And then Daniel was in this show in London, this West End show called Close to You, which is like a Burt Bacharach musical.
It's a very fancy year for me.
Yeah, and so he was living in London, and we went over because David negotiated his contract
I was
for
a
him,
agent.
and
I was a tough agent.
yeah, like we went over to like make music together, and that's kind of like where Bailen in this incarnation really formed, was when we were writing and performing in London, kind of simultaneously.
We got back to New York after the show ended, and did like a weekly residency in New York at Rockwood Music Hall. And we did that for months, and they ended up like showcasing a bunch of like 4 bands at Lincoln Center. And we were one of them, and ended up getting signed from that show. So that's kind of how it started for us.
You said Randy Jackson, stop trying to pit us against each other?
Yeah.
Basically,
We're into this.
We were like, Randy
I
Jackson,
totally
we're
forgot
choosing
he
love,
was involved. That's
you
like
know?
the weirdest,
amazing.
lamest origin story.
I know, it's
like
so, but it's
a reality
so funny.
show that
It's
never
so
happened.
Funny.
I would
Like-
pay a lot of money to see that footage.
I would pay a lot of money to see that. But also, we never tell anybody that. And I think that's the first time we've ever said that in an interview. And
But
like
we've
that,
been waiting
that
for
is
you.
hilarious. Like, why don't we talk about that more? Like, that's the most ridiculous way to start a band ever.
We gotta
Yeah,
track
that
down
is kind of
footage.
crazy.
we were embarrassed about it for a while,
We're basically
and
like
now we're
One
just
Direction.
open.
You
Yeah.
are.
We're like One Direction if they didn't get picked up and like,
If they
for
didn't
X
make the
Factor.
show.
Yeah. If they
Okay.
didn't make the show,
Yeah.
Simon Cowell retired
Yeah,
We're
after
banned
Ruben stuttered.
by the
That's
river.
we're the failed One Direction.
I would not say fail by any means.
Not failed, but like we're
We're-
the ones that.
I
just
heard
get
doing
picked up.
supercuts.
I think
Come on.
Harry Styles
yeah.
is doing 15 nights at MSG.
We're doing 15 nights in
My
mother's
favorite
bedroom.
basement.
So you're the comedian of the
I'm
band
not
too.
comedian. Daniel's
Just
funnier.
because he did like a Woody Allen accent
Yeah.
doesn't mean you have to call him a comedian.
Daniel's funnier than me.
That was good too. That was good
Okay,
too.
okay.
All right, Julia, what's your best?
Go,
joke?
go,
Oh,
Julia.
come on.
Julia's,
Don't put me on the spot like that.
Julia's the cool one.
You gotta give me something to
We're
work off
knuckleheads.
of.
Julia's cool.
I know.
She
I
keeps
was
us cool.
standing outside the van. Julia walks up. She's like, "What's up?" I know you
She's
already.
cool.
That was cool.
Well,
That
we
was
do know each other.
I know.
I just forgot that we hadn't met in person.
No, yeah, I know. Well, yeah,
That's all
true.
bleeds together.
You just had this cool vibe.
The
walking
metaverse
around.
is
Me
the
and my
real
fanny
world.
pack that I can't. I've been wearing it as a crossbody bag for years, but now it's like hurting my back so much that I have to just wear it like a fanny pack.
Is that you carrying rocks in there? Why is this?
I have a fanny
Yes.
pack too.
Yeah.
We're like we rock
That's
the fanny
cool.
packs.
I'm fannyless.
It is extremely.
It's him.
See?
He's
Comedian.
the one to be right now.
He's
But-
the comedy man.
It is
Yeah, I
really
do need
useful
one,
on
though.
tour, though. Yeah, it's like you're living out of a series of bags.
Yeah.
This is what happened
so-
last time I reached for my AirPods that I thought were in my pocket.
You've got floss in your pocket.
It's floss
Yeah.
instead.
Your
No idea
AirPods
where
back
my
in New York?
no idea
It's the
where
same
they are.
shape though, so
They
we don't
play
know.
music.
He sticks the floss in
I
his,
just put it back in for me to
floss
be
goes
fooled
in his
again.
ears and the ear puff.
I'll be fooled again in about 20 minutes. But the problem is my toiletry bag now after 4 weeks on the road is growing things inside of it.
Ew.
That's where your AirPods
And so
are.
if I want the floss to work and clean my teeth, it's not going in my toiletry bag.
Your AirPods are in the toilet
Daniel
bag,
needs-
Probably.
Daniel needs
No, I did check my toiletry bag for my AirPods, and they're not in there.
Take the time. I wish we could do this. I missed that.
Look at tour life, man.
Daniel needs a better solution for his bags for sure.
Apparently.
He has a duffel bag. Everything is in the duffel bag. There's no folding. There's nothing. It's just crammed in. And then the laundry is now in a garbage bag outside of the duffel bag, and that's in the back of our car.
For a while,
And then every time Daniel opens his bag, every time I see Daniel's backpack, every pocket is open.
it is.
Every pocket's open.
For a while, my
Use the zipper.
For a while,
Use
my
the zipper back up.
toothpaste
We took that
lost
bag
the lost the cap.
You're slurring.
I'm really tired. The toothpaste lost
Okay.
the cap.
Yes.
So every once in a while, I would slam my backpack down, and toothpaste would just explode in my toiletry case.
You don't want to get that fixed? Just you're like, ah.
But after
good.
2 weeks on the road, I refound the cap.
Camera's not down there, but I wish we could.
Julia
get in this angle.
just passed away.
We'll just
Is this
recap.
fun?
Julia fell on the floor.
For those just listening,
Hand down.
I passed away.
Hand down.
I think
Yeah,
I
back.
should really say honestly, I am a really big proponent of packing cubes.
Okay, I'll get the pack.
I love a packing cube.
We love organized. This van is actually like.
We need
is
this van.
So
Well,
satisfying
if you
to
could
be
see in front of the driver's seat, it's a bit unorganized.
We don't
over
have to
there.
look over there.
Look over there.
But that's understandable. That's your control center.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
We get it.
okay.
Pretty odd.
I just
But,
love.
This is insane.
Okay, wait. We should
love
let
bags.
Nick ask a question.
No, this is fantastic. This is your show. This is Bailen's episode. I'm
We have
getting
our-
to know you
We
already.
have old memories here.
I took that shot actually the troubadour.
Yeah.
That shot of me giving the middle finger to the audience is pretty epic.
Yeah, I didn't know if you'd want to share that publicly.
I will.
Just text
Oh,
me.
I don't think
will.
I've seen that photo. I want to see that photo.
I will. I should have done it the night we played LA, but I missed that opportunity.
Oh, yeah, and every show with that.
Damn it.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah, it's a still from a video shot actually.
What would we do if you hadn't showed up to that gig? That was we were playing the Troubadour for the first time. Obviously, we didn't plan to have it filmed. And then you came and saved the
Saved
freaking
the
day.
day.
Well, I was working at a university down there doing video productions for Biola University, and I'd only lived in LA for 6 months.
Okay.
Wow.
And I loved it because musicians come through all the time, not just on
Yeah.
weekends.
Yeah.
Some towns where it's weekends, nightlife. And so I'm like, this is amazing. I can just go out and and try to
Yeah.
connect and shoot stuff. And so I loved it.
Yeah, man, I'm so glad you did.
When I
Yeah,
heard-
those videos are so good.
So
Thank you,
good.
thank you. When was it for your band that you realized that you could tour the country and like make a living doing this? Because I mean, was it a certain song? Was it a certain like contract where you're like, oh, this is like legit. Let's keep seeing where we can take this thing.
I think it was a diluted sense of confidence. I don't know. I think it's always like you kind of leap before anyone tells you you can. You kind of have to just do it.
Yeah, it
Like we've
wasn't
just
like,
been
oh,
doing
this
this
is-
for ages.
It still isn't like, oh, this is viable.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's
You're
still not
always-
like that.
You're
It's
kind of
like-
always just
it's
teetering
like,
on the
yeah,
brink.
Sort of like, how can I make this work? Like, is this gonna work? Like, I feel like even the people like who like are much further along than us that we know that like we talk to are like, yeah, is this gonna work? Because every stage of your life is like, you know, you get married, you have kids, like it's like that's a whole nother thing, you know, like
Yeah.
balancing a touring life with like family and other commitments. So
It's a
you know,
logistical
it's always like
nightmare.
it's like anything, just like reevaluating and keep pursuing like what you're doing, what you want to do, what you like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you keep loving it, you know,
Yeah.
why give it up? And you know, it's obviously resonating with people because you're
Yeah.
selling these tickets to these shows and on the other side of the country from where you
Yeah.
started this thing.
That's
yeah,
true.
it's
I mean,
pretty
that's what
crazy.
keeps, that is what keeps you going because it's like, oh, there's
It's always so
something's
cool.
working. You know, even if
Yeah.
it's not like it's not stadiums, but like people are connecting. Like people come up to us and like we have a real meaning to them.
Mm.
They have a connection to our music, and it helped them through some times, or it helped them like, I don't know, like there's so many wonderful stories. Like people get married to like something television.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like, oh,
There's
we
so
came
many
to your
stories
show
of
in
that.
2019. It was our first date. Now we're married 5 years later, whatever.
First dance videos.
Yeah.
People, it's just like that's a moment in their life, and like we're a part of that for some reason. So it's like, yeah, there's
Pretty
a lot
cool.
of stuff that you like have to like push away to like focus on those really like the
Mm-hmm.
things that are really meaningful. So,
That's a
but yeah,
beautiful
it's always reevaluating. It's like anything, but
That's so beautiful. Yeah, I think if you're passionate about what you're doing, it sounds kind of cliche, but I think it's going to resonate with people because you're putting your heart into it. And I don't necessarily know why that is, but if you're passionate about something, someone's gonna feel that
Yeah.
emotion come through the music or through the painting or
Yeah.
through the words. Through the stories of open toothpaste bottles, whatever, you know, they're gonna resonate with you as a person because now they know that you know that
Yeah.
unique
That'll go in
story
the
about
next
you.
next song.
The
right?
next
You know, I
record.
travel and I always do that too.
There you go. It's just the life of a touring musician.
You hit the
Yeah.
road. You've had some new tracks come out in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
talk about the
Let's
record.
hear about how that's connecting with fans and what
Right.
this tour in particular has been like.
This tour's it's really like the first like headlining tour we've done since like 2019. So it's sort of like it's a little bit of like dipping our toes back in and seeing like where we're at, you know, it's like assessing ourselves a little bit because it's been such a crazy last 2.5, 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like along those lines, it's been really like very amazing to see people still there, you know. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like just the fact that like people stuck with us and like are like still coming and are like went through the same thing as us, you know, the pandemic, everybody went through the same thing. It's like we're all very excited to be together in a room.
Yeah. And so many people that like found us in this time away from the world and from touring. Like, it's really cool to see folks come out and be like, I found your music on Spotify, or my friend showed me your song and I fell in love, or it like came up on my whatever playlist, and they come out and know all the words to the record and like are singing along and like know the words to the new stuff, and it's like, wow, like our fans are so awesome. Like, really, I don't think you don't get to choose your fans. So like,
Yeah,
it is
such nice
really,
people.
yeah, they're all like,
Jesus, we like I don't know why we attracted nice people.
yeah,
That's really
Because
awesome.
you're nice people.
like deeply supportive, like deeply kind people, everyone, all of them. And it's like, wow, like these are good fans and like really devoted, so incredibly supportive, and like that's so moving. Like that's really moving.
And this record, like this new record is like it's gonna be something that people who know their last record, like it's like there's a through line there that they'll be like, oh, this is Bailen, like this sounds like Bailen, but there's like a lot of new stuff that's like it's an evolution for us, and it's like new waters a little bit, and so I think that'll be exciting for people, and it's a really good record.
It's coming out in May, right?
May 5th.
Yeah, May 5th. Cinco de Mayo. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bailen de Mayo.
We planned
Bailen
it
de Mayo.
precisely like that.
Yeah.
We
Call
have
it like it is. That is.
Sinkhole de Mayo.
Are you playing that? I don't know if you.
Yeah, we've been playing it.
Yeah.
We've been playing a lot of all of the
That's
new
awesome.
singles,
Yeah.
even the ones that aren't out.
We're gonna
Oh,
play.
cool.
Yeah, we're
And
gonna play
they're-
the 2 ones that are out. Tired Hearts and
Call It Like It Is.
Tired Hearts is the name of the record.
It definitely seems different, but still like the same quintessential Bailen. I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
that song. And what was the other one? It just came out as well.
Tired Hearts.
Tired Hearts.
His
amazing.
namesake.
Yeah, yeah.
Tired Hearts is sort of like the overture of the record.
Okay.
It kind of like is sort of
Yeah.
it gives you that like slow dynamic build to like this crazy ending, and then Call It Like It Is definitely like the more pop part of the record, and then you get a little flavor of like the more classic Bailen. Classic Bailen.
Just
album.
classic. I mean,
And,
it's a great record. Like I say that, I mean, it's not
You're biased.
humble, but like
We're proud of it.
we're really proud of it, and it's
Yeah.
like a step forward for us, and
We risked. We like pushed ourselves. we
Yeah.
took a little risk and
we
Cried.
worked really
Cried
hard
a
on
lot.
it.
Mushrooms.
Yeah.
Does it help you write better?
No.
No.
we do not recommend.
Well,
I recommend.
everybody is different.
David doesn't recommend.
It wasn't,
I recommend.
It's not for everybody. It's definitely not for David.
Wait. that out.
It did nothing.
Cut
It
that,
did
cut that.
nothing for me. I like really. I made a watercolor painting that was pretty sick, but otherwise,
Yeah, I don't think I wrote anything. It didn't help me
Yeah.
write. It helped me like communicate to a doorknob.
Well, let's hear what does help
Daniel
then.
was fully having a
does help
full-on
is-
conversation with a door hinge.
I did discuss. Oh, it was a door.
Yeah, it
hinge,
was a
right?
door
And that's
hinge.
that's
Persistence.
another album coming out called The
Door hinge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The incident of the
That,
door hinge.
that actually, the door hinge. That's kind of a cool name for a
It
band.
is. But the process, though, for writing music, making music, I'm sure undertaking the creation of a new album is a big production, a big project.
Yeah.
So what is the motivation for coming out with a new album, and what is your process for writing songs for an album?
Well,
Not
this,
Mushroom.
This record
Yeah.
was particularly like interesting process because of the pandemic. There are a few songs that we started before the pandemic, and
Tired Hearts is the first one that
Tired
we wrote.
Hearts. But yeah, like then the first few months of the pandemic, we were all separate, so we were writing together on Zoom, and then we did a lot of like songwriting sessions with just to like stay active, like Zoom writing sessions with like lots of different people.
There were like 50 or 60 songs we were choosing from by the time we got into the studio. Like we were writing for a really long time, and some of those were like session songs, and some of those were just songs that we had written on our own, or just the three of us. And it was very hard to kind of decide what we wanted the record to be. A lot of them were our favorites were all of these very, very like subtle folk songs that we wrote, right? And like we went and we were like, okay, so the label loves this song. They're like dying for us to record this song. How do we put this on a record with this song? Or how do we make this song feel?
How we meet the bops
Yeah.
with the sops.
Exactly. And that's a beautiful way of saying it, David.
I just coined that.
Thank you. That's great.
Sops. Like sops.
The bops with the
that?
Yeah. that's that.
sobs. Okay.
Anyway, we'll refine.
But we kind of workshop them, and then a lot of them happen to turn into bops somehow. So it's kind of
Pick the tempo up and make
it's like a very like surprisingly boppy record.
Yeah. But
So-
it's like it's also like kind of minimal too. It's like
Yeah.
and we use a lot of there's not a lot of belting on the record
Singing wise.
singing wise. Like it's very like intimate, like a lot of falsetto from Daniel
Yeah.
and me, and like so that it's a little bit of a more intimate approach vocally.
Androgynous.
Yeah, we were trying to like make our voices sound as androgynous as they could, like
Yeah.
to meet each other, like wanting people to be like, who's singing this? Like, is that Daniel? Is that Julia? Is that David? Like, to kind of blend us a little bit more.
Yeah.
And is
And-
that like the goal going into it? And then also speaking to then lyricism, is it all three of you sitting down together is it today we want to write a sad song? Like, how are you actually, being inspired to write particular music?
Well, like the ones that really stick, the ones that we want to put on the record are the ones that like feel really personal and like a piece of us is in them. So like it's really hard to like put a song like a song on the record for us that doesn't like connect in some way that way. Because, like sometimes you have a session and you just like, let's write a song about this.
Like it rhymes.
Yeah.
But I think it's also like we write separately. We write a lot of lyrics separately and then come together and edit them. For the most part, that's usually how that goes.
Yeah, like the initial concept is like usually one of us.
Yeah.
This is from one of us, and then we like sort of pick at it.
But like I don't know, like there's one song that's coming out in a couple weeks that like I went into a session in London and wrote with a couple guys and then came back and like we rewrote the verses and like because the verses felt very impersonal, like the lyrics just weren't there. It was kind of like a what so, but the chorus was pretty bopping. So like I don't know, I was really struggling with it, and then like Daniel just like absolutely murdered this verse like just in a second,
like a bowel movement of
oh god,
Thank you, David.
that was terrible.
That's why I'm the lyricist.
Daniel is really good at writing lyrics
On the toilet.
on the toilet. No, they did just like they just
came out of
appeared,
Yeah.
and they
Very
were
fast.
and they're lyrics that are very much. I'm talking for you right now.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't know if
It's great.
Let's-
they
I
were
slur
very much
words.
in my
No,
voice.
let's hear it.
I just thought it was cool because you wrote that song really from my perspective and you just like captured it very well, and I thought that was
Yeah,
pretty
it was a
good.
cool moment.
That was a cool
You did
moment.
those lyrics on Zoom, right? I mean, like that was a Zoom thing.
No,
Yeah.
Daniel wrote those lyrics.
No,
What are you trying to do? You're trying to take my credit.
I remember like between the pre-production and the actual record, we went through all the lyrics of every song.
No, that wasn't that
and
one.
We edited each word, like make sure it was like everything was like really good.
And that one's going to be on the new
I don't think
album.
it was that one.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
coming. It's one of
the-
the singles. It's coming out
Yeah.
really soon.
I'm excited about it.
Can we know the name of
It's
it?
called
so we
Here
know?
We Are Again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm so pumped to see you tonight for the new album.
Yeah.
Yes.
How long have you been on the road? 4 weeks now? You have 2 left?
We're on our 4th week. We've been out
Yeah,
for
On our fourth.
3 weeks so far.
South by counts as like a year.
Yeah,
sure.
that does take
Yeah.
off years of your life. No, it was actually
Tours
pretty
take-
chill this year, though. It was pretty chill. I feel like post Pando, it's been like
And,
South
vibier.
by was
Like
vibier.
pre-pandemic, South by was a monstrosity of stress.
It was we did like 3-4 shows a day for the whole time.
Yeah, it was crazy.
whoa.
We took it a little more chill this year.
Yeah, we only did like 4 showcases or something.
Do y'all have a favorite moment from the tour so far?
Last night was fun. A lot of friends came, and like it was just like nice to see people, and it was just like a really good crowd, really good vibe, like really nice listening crowd. Like, it's like you could hear a pin drop. So I mean, like there were people there, but they were quiet,
I think
empty room.
Yeah.
I love Serenity. I love a silent tomb. And we've had some really awesome openers. We had Liz Moen, who's amazing.
Oh, so
Definitely check
good.
her out. She should come on this show for sure.
That'd be awesome.
She's-
yeah. Send her my way.
And
Now we have Sway
now we have
Wild.
Sway Wild, and then we're gonna
Ooh.
have someone named Rhett
Madison.
Okay.
And Sway Wild is awesome. Mandy plays with Allison Russell, who's amazing.
Incredible artist.
Yeah. So we've had like such wonderful musicians playing with us,
Yeah.
and it's just been like, which is like an honor for us too. So.
Yeah, that really makes the difference when you get to like hear someone's set every night and it's just killer. It's just so good.
Liz Moen traveled in the van with us.
Her stage name is Elizabeth.
Elizabeth
sorry.
Moen, yeah.
Elizabeth Moen traveled in the van with us, and she's hilarious. And then Sway Wild is in their own minivan.
So we're
Honda.
caravanning.
So we're caravanning.
Okay.
And
Caraminovaning.
And then Rhett Madison is gonna be in the van with us too.
Yeah.
Are you sleeping in the van?
No,
No.
We sleep at like Airbnbs.
Our van's not this fancy.
Like I said, we'll take this on the road sometime.
It's like
Yeah.
This is sick.
enterprise.
This could.
Careful what you wish for, Nick.
We're gonna ask you to come on the road with us. Be careful.
That'd be fun. I'll make my way out to
I'll
the East
sleep in this
Coast.
bed right here.
Yeah.
Daniel's
cozy.
like, just sliding on there already.
This is actually bigger than my New York City apartment. This
Yeah,
is,
probably.
rent for this size space in New York City is like $80,000 a
Imagine.
month.
By the Apple spaceship where I live, it's too expensive as well.
Oh,
I
are they
cannot-
driving up prices?
I cannot. I have to move eventually
Yeah.
because I'm just renting a tiny little
Damn.
place the size of this actually right now, and I have a
Really?
treadmill, so it's half of it.
Nice.
That was funny.
Damn.
Treadmill in here.
Yeah, I'd hit my head probably. At least I
Oh.
can stand up in here. I'm not that tall, so I can stand in here, which is nice.
Yeah, that's good.
It's nice not being that tall.
Isn't it? Sometimes I think that, and then sometimes I think
There's
how
some
many
benefits. There's
how many
mostly negative.
would I have to
Negative.
match with people on Hinge if I said 6 foot instead of 5'10"?
Oh yeah, if I was
That's
on
so
the dating
funny.
apps, I would not be doing well with that. The height meter.
I'm
Oh, the height thing is-
terrible
you have to
at
list your
dating
height?
apps.
Yeah, that's one of the mandatory ones.
That's not fair.
That's so rude.
That's
So
like,
rude.
Although,
why is
I
that
can't
fair?
donate sperm.
really?
Too short.
What?
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't know
too
there was a height
short.
requirement for that.
I'm 5'7". You'd
Dude,
be like,
that's eugenic.
right?
What if
That
somebody
is.
That is
We need some
eugenic.
short people
You know
in
what?
there.
Because you know what? When the Earth's temperature goes up, we're gonna need a lot of short people. 'cause
I know.
We are way
I fucking
more
know.
efficient in the heat.
It's just not something I want to
Oh, I
go.
thought you
It's
meant-
just something I don't want to like.
Yeah, we are
no,
further from
it's
the
like
sun.
this is
That's
the thing when
the
the
better
when the
explanation.
when the atmosphere becomes hotter, like all of the mammals become smaller. Like those are the ones that survive are the smaller mammals because
Yeah,
they
we
can
do.
tolerate
Yeah, you should
hotter
donate some sperm.
temperatures.
It's something I feel
know,
passionately
that's what I
about,
didn't
but
know
it's
was a thing.
not passionate enough to
Dude, I'm
go out on
sure.
the street with a picket sign. I deserve to donate my sperm too,
One of the guys, the cardboard sign.
with a freaking pen.
Daniel's found his cause. He's found his cause. You're gonna see him out
down that hill.
Unreal.
the picket sign.
That is too funny.
And then they're gonna prove it very quickly, and you're gonna be like, yeah, you know,
I'm okay.
you know
I'm
what?
okay. Never mind.
This is the thing I love about the Vancast. You never know what's gonna come.
What
up
I'm
in
gonna
a random
say.
conversation.
That's
What-
more just like you never know what I'm gonna say.
We're all
That's
loose
true.
cannons.
Have you all considered a podcast for yourselves?
You know what?
We
were
spend too
talking
much time
about it.
together.
We were talking about it today
Do
about
one with you.
about
Yeah,
doing
yeah, I'll do it.
a family counseling podcast where people send in their family their perilous family issues and
That
we
would be
talk about them.
The
That
album's
would be
called Tired
incredible.
Hearts, so we're gonna be like Tired
Tired Hearts Club presents
Family Therapy.
family
That's an amazing
therapy.
idea.
Yeah.
The perspective that you could have is just so unique.
I think I would take it a little too seriously. I'd be like,
Lily's
look, I have a
Barnard
PhD.
graduate. She's a
Look, I
Phi-
took one neuroscience class, so I feel really qualified.
She Phi Beta Kappa.
There you
Okay,
go.
we
She's
don't
Phi
need to
Beta
do
Kappa.
that. I am Phi Beta Kappa, bitch.
Caleb's outside with food,
And
by the
see,
way.
I know,
Oh.
I know, I know.
Should we
We should
wrap
probably-
this thing up?
Yeah. Do you have any closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts. Well, I wanted to hear, love to hear quick closing thoughts from y'all. Advice for people who want to make music, do what you're doing. How do they chase their dreams as you have been doing for so long?
I'm afraid to say TikTok.
Well, TikTok.
I don't
I mean, the social media is important, but
Yeah.
like if you want to be a live musician, go play live a lot.
Anywhere you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just pay your dues, I guess, is what they say. But I mean, like we've been playing live as a band our whole lives, but like with this band for
7 years.
7 or 8 years and like hundreds and thousands of shows. Not
Hundreds and thousands of shows.
Wow, dude, your
Hundreds of
math
thousands.
sucks.
fuck, god damn it.
Your math, your math,
Play
your math
live.
sucks.
I was
Good word.
thinking like hundreds of shows a year,
Yeah.
thousands of shows over
Millions
the course
of
of the past. We've been playing a million.
Maybe
Go play a million
Hundreds
shows.
of
Never make it in this
thousands.
business.
Yeah, go play a million shows.
10,000 hours. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
10,000 hours is important. But like
100,000 is better. Million is great.
Be like always be working and improving and like don't think you're like the God savior because there's always someone
Because
better.
David is. David thinks he is.
This is amazing.
I
We could
feel
do this 10 more times.
Let's
for
redo
sure.
this bit. Okay.
you know what?
I don't
you know
fucking
what?
know.
If you want to
It's
chase
hard.
your dreams, if you want to chase your dreams, make friends that are also chasing their
Yeah,
dream
have a-
and play
And
with
then
them.
kill them.
And yeah. Be a nepo
Be
baby.
that nepo
Yeah, have a
baby.
famous
Have a
dad.
famous dad or a very rich father.
I'm actually currently trying to audition to be a nepo baby.
Yeah, because
So-
we've realized that everybody who's successful has a
Actually,
rich father or
yeah.
a successful father.
Yeah. is
be the
already
Kardashians.
famous.
Yes.
You're good.
No, I would say, as on a serious note, try to find a place to play there, play anywhere. There's like 100,000 songs a day being released on Spotify, which is a
Terrifying.
scary amount.
Astounding.
Seriously?
So, like, I think the thing that, kind of differentiates you is being out there playing music
Yeah.
versus just putting into the metaverse for Zuckerberg.
Yeah. Getting the reps in. You're out here
Yeah, get the
moving
reps
and
in.
shaking, meeting fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Know what your story is. What's your story?
Keep doing it.
Otherwise, your song is just a song with a little number underneath it. It's like doesn't come close to meeting someone who
Be professional.
means
know.
something to them.
Yeah.
Always be gracious.
Be gracious. Be thankful. And
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Nice.
work
Inhale.
hard. It's like it's work.
Exhale,
you know, like,
gratitude.
I think like everybody.
It's also not work. It's fun.
Yeah, I know, but everybody who like really like everybody who gets to where they want to be is like really done the work, and
Unless they're a Nepo baby.
unless they're Nepo baby.
Okay. Well, I'm not a musician, but I'm inspired to be the best that I can because of you all doing your best. to be
Aw,
the best at
Nick,
music.
we're inspired by you and Vancast.
Oh,
we're
thanks.
so happy to be
I
here.
can't wait to put this out.
Episode 33.
Tell-
33.
I'm
Let's
tell
go.
all- Everybody who comes through Seattle now is gonna do one of these. That I know.
Awesome. I love it.
we
Seattle.
in
We're in
Seattle?
San Francisco.
Dude, you're nuts. San Fran, baby.
All right.
Where are we?
Well, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Dude, you're going to go up there. What's up, Seattle?
Yeah, seriously. I'm like, look, I'm wearing a watch that says it's.
You're in Seattle.
Bailen.
This
the
watch
band-
says you're in Seattle all the time.
Yeah, I am always in Seattle. Julia's like,
Julia,
she's losing
let's
it.
get
over
you all
there.
some food. All right. Thank you for coming on Nick's Vancast.
6-hour drive plus sound check.
This has been.
You got a loopy Bailen today. 6-hour drive plus sound check
Cool.
equals Julia passing away.
Goodbye.
You need a camera that can pan and track her.
Well, thank you again for coming on the Vancast today.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks so much.
Nick, this is awesome.
This is awesome. Thank you so much.
Feel like